Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." And yet, despite this profound truth, countless people spend their entire lives searching for peace in the wrong places, outside themselves. Instead of turning inward and connecting with their inner self, many choose to measure their worth by constantly comparing themselves to others. They look outward, not inward, and in doing so, they fall into a trap of insecurity. This comparison, although it may seem harmless at first, slowly breeds something far more destructive: jealousy. A silent and often invisible emotion, jealousy can slowly infiltrate relationships and corrode the very harmony that peace requires. Unlike anger or hatred, jealousy doesn't always wear a loud face. It lurks quietly, hidden behind polite words, half smiles, forced laughter, and subtle dismissals. It shows itself through tension, through tone, through body language that speaks louder than words. But here's the good news: if we practice mindfulness and awareness, we can begin to recognize these signs. More importantly, we can choose how to respond. And if we respond with wisdom, kindness, and emotional detachment, we not only protect our peace, we radiate it. In this video, we will explore 3 subtle signs that someone may be quietly jealous of you, and more importantly, how you can respond in ways rooted in Buddhist teachings. Sign number 1: they downplay your achievements. Picture this: you've put in tremendous effort, endured countless struggles, and finally reached a meaningful goal. It could be something big like landing your dream job, or something small but significant like completing a personal project, or simply reaching a milestone that matters deeply to you. Feeling proud and fulfilled, you share the news with someone close. You expect joy, encouragement, maybe even a simple congratulations, but instead what you receive is an indifferent nod, a vague smile, or a lukewarm, "Oh, that's nice." Worse, they might say something like, "You just got lucky," or "It's not really a big deal, is it?" Why would someone react like this? The truth is, when jealousy festers beneath the surface, it prevents people from celebrating others. Rather than seeing your success as inspiration, they interpret it as a threat, a painful reminder of what they haven't yet achieved. Their own insecurities cloud their ability to be genuinely happy for you. And so, instead of clapping for your victories, they try to dim your light through passive dismissals. From a Buddhist perspective, comparison is a form of attachment, and like all forms of attachment, it leads to suffering. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from clinging, from grasping onto external validation, material gains, and ego-based pride. And when people tie their self-worth to how they measure up against others, jealousy becomes inevitable. So how should you respond? Respond not with anger, not with hurt, but with wisdom and detachment. Remind yourself that your path is your own. Your success doesn't require anyone else's approval. Their inability to celebrate you is not a reflection of your worth. It is a mirror of their own inner battle. Be compassionate. Understand that their reaction comes from a place of pain. A wise person walks forward undisturbed by others' envy, for they know the light of your journey cannot be dimmed by someone else's shadow. Sign number 2, they constantly compete, even when there's no race. Have you ever known someone who always tries to one-up you? You share something joyful, a promotion, a compliment you received, a small victory, and almost instantly they pivot the conversation to themselves. They've done something bigger, better, faster. They aren't listening to share in your happiness, they're listening for an opportunity to outshine you. It's as if, in their eyes, life is a never-ending competition, and they cannot afford to lose. This is one of the clearest signs of concealed jealousy. When a person sees your progress as a threat to their own self-worth, they begin to compete. But their competition isn't about growth, it's about ego. Their need to constantly win stems from deep-rooted insecurity. They cannot measure joy through inner contentment, so they chase superiority instead. The Buddha taught that clinging and craving are the root causes of suffering. The Four Noble Truths emphasize that craving, whether it's craving recognition, admiration, or superiority, inevitably leads to dissatisfaction. Those who are caught in this loop of jealousy suffer because their self-worth is externally driven. So, when you encounter someone who constantly turns everything into a competition, remember, don't participate. You don't need to prove anything. A river doesn't compete with the ocean. It simply flows with its own rhythm, its own grace. A wise person recognizes that no two journeys are identical. We are not in a race against each other. When you understand that true success lies in peace of mind, not applause, their competition becomes meaningless. So respond with calm, smile gently, appreciate their words, but don't let their insecurity shake your serenity. Let them run their race while you walk your path with presence and peace. Sign number 3, they disguise criticism as advice or humor. Sometimes jealousy doesn't come in the form of competition or coldness. Sometimes it's wrapped in a joke or hidden in well-meaning advice. You've probably heard it before. I was just joking, they say. But their words sting, or they offer suggestions that feel more like subtle jabs, planting doubt in your mind instead of offering support. It's a form of passive aggression, where insults come wrapped in smiles, and uncertainty is disguised as guidance. Buddhism teaches us the value of right speech, one of the steps in the Eightfold Path. Words are powerful. They can heal or they can harm. They can uplift or they can quietly destroy confidence. When someone masks their envy through sly remarks or just joking comments, they're revealing more about themselves than about you. Their disguised criticism is an expression of their own suffering. Perhaps they don't even realize it, but their words are a mirror of their inner turmoil. So how should you respond? With awareness, with mindfulness, with calm. You don't need to react. You don't need to defend yourself. Sometimes silence is stronger than argument. Recognize that their negativity is not your burden to carry. A wise person sees through the disguise and understands, this is not about me, it's about them. Responding with gentleness and detachment doesn't mean you accept disrespect. It means you choose peace over conflict, awareness over ego. The bigger picture, responding to jealousy with compassion. Recognizing jealousy is not about labeling others as bad. It's about understanding the universal truth that those who are jealous are suffering within. They are not enemies. They are simply lost in their craving, in their longing, in their fear. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that we are all interconnected. The pain someone feels and expresses through jealousy is a reflection of their struggle, not your flaw. When you respond with compassion, wisdom, and detachment, you protect your peace, and in turn, you offer them a glimpse of what true inner stillness looks like. As the Buddha so wisely said, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Let go. Don't let the jealousy of others derail your inner harmony. Stay rooted in your values. Keep walking your path with grace in your steps and peace in your heart. Let your presence be a quiet lighthouse in the storm of others' insecurities. If this reflection brought value to your heart, consider subscribing to our channel for more Buddhist insights and life lessons. Have you ever encountered hidden jealousy in your life? How did you respond? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We are all here to learn, grow, and walk the path together.